Yo, what's up? So welcome to another episode of the Juicy Combos podcast with Vavik. And already, as you can see, today we are at the studios, man. Not outside. We're broadcasting live inside Kajibule. Thanks to Linde M Studios for providing us kaplege for us to shoot. This one, it's gonna be an exclusive, actually an iconic, interview with the famous. Known. Now I have names for you. I do literally have names for you. Now I call him Sassy. Whether you can just call him Masasa. Yeah, that's how it is. We are with the most famous. What are you? An actor, a choreographer, you are an influencer, you're a TikToker.
Yes.
Writer. You're a writer. Mm-hmm. Like you everywhere.
I'm everywhere, my darling.
You're everywhere. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having the time. Thank you for making time for us.
Thank you. I'm loving the setup. I'm loving the chairs. I feel like a queen.
Ain't you though? I think in Nepal, if you say Masasa, everybody goes crazy. Masasa. Oh, yo. You're talking about that guy, Jay.
Yeah. No, I'm trying.
You used to do things. Yeah, but we're gonna talk about this. Hey, you used to do things. You used to do things. Mokas, you used to do things. Oh, first things first. For people already they don't know you, I'd like you to tell them who's Masasa. Where you from?
Okay, I'm Bafedile, Masasa. I'm actually from a small farm called Soutpan. Yeah, in the Steenbokpan area. Okay. That's where.
Oh, you and Bo. Who's that? Oh, Selokaheng is from.
Yeah, but it's actually from Diorlach. It's a bit far from.
Oh, but it's a.
Yeah, it's in the same vicinity.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I actually was born in Ellisras Hospital. Yeah, that's
like here.
Yes, I was born here. And then, but where I grew up is actually Soutpan.
Yeah.
So then I came to Marapong in 1995.
Okay.
When I started my grade 1, grade 2. Yeah, I started my grade 1 in Soutpan, and then moved here in 1995.
Oh.
So then
after Frido.
Yes. So I grew up in Marapong. I'm a Marapong person. So
yeah. Now if I don't see how I'm high.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Now I don't want to go. Let's talk about you growing up before we unfold what happened in growing up. Let's talk about you growing up. You grew up Marapong, right? How was it growing up in the Palani?
Yeah, it was a long journey.
Okay.
But at school, I used to experience a lot of bullying because of the
Why were you bullied?
Because of the way I am, and then remember never bully,
Yeah.
And I came with this big afro.
Yo!
I remember
Mama Afrique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go grade 2, and then I actually looked weird for the people actually. So then I used to be bullied a lot, and then. But no, I was strong. I was strong, and then you can't get used to being bullied. I think I was 7.
What? You experienced bullying when you were 7?
Yeah, it started there because Nelson Scope used to be go in TNL.
Yeah. Oh, location side.
Yes, we were there, and then so because of the way I looked, people bullied me, and then but I had to be strong.
Yeah.
I used to tell my mom, I'm no longer going to school because what I'm experiencing right now.
Wait, you nearly quitted school at an early age?
It was tough, these big guys, they were older than us at school, and then it was so bad, man. I experienced that every day, and if you don't have 50 cents or some kind of
I remember those days. Yeah,
it was bad. Yeah. And when you report to the teachers, they would go like, they wouldn't believe you, or just say, go back to class and all that. And for me, it was horrible.
Yeah.
But then, I just learned to.
You survived.
Yeah, I survived.
Then tell me about when you were in your let me say your junior highs, grade 7s.
Yeah, I think I started believing in myself more. I started making friends, and I started getting used to the area, and I also participated in a lot of arts. I remember I was in a Setswana group, called Stop.
With bouquet, you know.
Joyce,
Yeah.
Auguste, and then there were a lot of activities at school by that time.
But did they accept you as you were? Were they
Yeah,
cool?
some did, but you know, for being gay, you always get those comments, always getting those comments. But my talent made me, for the teachers to love me more, and I was just a cute.
that
cute,
with your arm.
Yeah, because now I'm grown, but I used to have
listen to that. Now you grew.
Yeah,
Not cute.
and I was with this friend of mine, Boniface Candoros.
Yo, yeah.
And then we always wanted to
He's also gay, right?
Yes. And then we wanted to be in the drama group so bad, and the teachers said, and then one day they give us a chance to get there and dance.
So did you have teachers in your school by knowing they were treating you ill because of who you were, like those, like the boys at the school? No, about as you can feel the energy, the energy more high vibe.
You mean the teachers?
Yeah, the teachers.
No, the teachers were great. I think I was not the first. They knew horror. There's something like this because back in the days it was not like it is today.
It was not a normal thing.
Yeah,
people wouldn't take it as a normal.
It wasn't normal, but they could tell for this person is natural.
Yeah, you can change.
So yeah, and then the popularity, I was very naughty actually.
But not in school. Just say I'm a naughty by nature. Not even bench in school.
Yeah, but the marks were good. That's why the teachers loved me as well. The marks were good, and then in the Setswana group, we did well, not Boniface, because we were so energetic and unique. And
there's something, Trigger, there's something about them that I always tell people, like, and the people will be like, dude, like, you always hang around gays and all that. And I'm like, hey, you guys don't know the energy there. Hey, you don't know the energy. When you get there, like, I used to chill with them. I chill with them. The energy there, man, like, you forget your problems, Trigger.
But now I can tell you what so I go to the
that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes everywhere, every time.
So there's no way you're gonna find me there.
That's what I'm talking about. So I love the energy that you have. That you guys,
and it's
actually you, the energy you have. It's
part of this. Like I'm calling it. Because life is too short. We need to be happy. We need to be there for each other. We need to talk, have drinks and chill. But I love what we are doing as the young people now. And this podcast thing, I love it because we don't have to be in Joburg to have such
there's YouTube, man, there's Facebook, there's TikTok.
Let's create our own thing.
We don't need those
support and support each other,
please.
Because I'm hating this thing that is happening right now. I don't know if we're gonna get into it.
We're going to things like that. We become spies. You're also fighting with others
for gigs and all those things. Who's going where? Who's doing things? That's stupid, man. I'm sorry to say this, but. Let me not be apologetic.
It's 18 years. That's 18 years. Don't worry, there's gonna be 18 years.
Yeah, but for me it's stupid because
that's fucked up.
We're at a point like where we should work together
as black people,
as businesses. We need to work together. But unfortunately, there's hatred. There's this thing that's going on that I hate actually. But anyway,
maybe get there. Maybe it's how it's gonna go. Maybe we'll get there.
Yeah,
we will work as black people, just unite and not try to be superior or something like that.
Yes.
So let's talk about high school. Then it's you're getting out. Did you said you got out at a young age, right?
I actually
getting out of the closet.
I didn't come out per se because I always knew who I was.
Oh, so but you never hid it.
Yeah, because growing up, at an early age, there was no word like gay and stuff, but I didn't know what to call myself.
You're unique.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? Why am I not like other people? But then I got to meet people like Bonnie Shebo Bonnie, and I realized there's actually a human being like me. So I didn't have a point where like now I'm coming out.
Oh, you were just you.
I was just me until now.
From get go. This is Masasa.
Yeah, you can't believe that I actually tried to have a girlfriend.
You lie.
No, her name was Amy Grove. I'm sorry, but. And when I was proposing,
I don't see you on that level.
Yes, when I was proposing her, she laughed at me like, "Oh, Masasa, like Uri can't and all those things." And she was like, "No." Like even myself, the way I looked, no girl would say yes, because I used to have the hairstyle. I
used to have those pumps.
Not pumps. The
Okay.
Relaxed her.
Oh, no, relaxed.
Yeah, they relaxed her and comb it out, because that I felt good. I felt good. But then the pressure of the guys, because I also used to have, I still do, the Chonzarashima.
I wanted to ask you about that friends.
I still do.
I still
do have the friends Zarashima.
Yeah.
So I used to have those friends, and then the pressure got to me. I also can have a girlfriend.
Wait,
so
when
I
you
need
were
to find one.
When you were with the guys,
yeah.
Was it different when you were around girls? Like, I wanna ask this: were you acting different? Like, when you were trying to act with girls,
I was trying to act different.
So you were playing soccer, you were trying all those things.
No, not soccer. I used to do long jump.
Oh, so that's how you got the guy friend.
Yeah, because I used to be friends with anyone, girls, even now, girls and guys. Yeah, as long as you accept me. But that time, I had that pressure where I have a girlfriend as well.
It's a must now.
Yo, and then that girl laughed at me.
And trauma. No, give that guy, let him be.
Yeah, and then I didn't have that much of a problem, and then I stopped going after the girl because she refused.
You were like, I was thinking that way.
Yeah, and then my high school was very fun, naughty, but the marks were also good.
How was the high school?
But our high school was good because in grade 7, I stood up for myself. Thank you so much, Tigger. I learned to stand up for myself.
Grade 7, right?
Yes, grade 7.
Grade 7 or grade 9?
Grade 7.
Oh, grade 7.
Yeah, it was standard 5 then.
Yeah, it is standard 5.
Yeah, and then
standard 10.
That time, there was this guy who used to bully me in class. I mean, every single day.
They didn't know that you gay.
Everyone knew in the class.
Wow, even the guys who were friends with.
I was in class level mighty.
Yeah,
are you lying?
You went to class
our class go grade 5.
Tabiso.
Grade 7 was like.
You had perfect people.
Yeah.
But did you go to school with my sisters?
Yeah, I did.
Like same class
but not the same class. They were ahead of me. I think 2 grades or 1 grade. I think.
One of them or 2 of them.
Yeah. And your sister used to sing so well.
She still does. She still does. There's a single with dropping. She still does.
And then okay, let's go back to the story. This guy then, this other time in class, I stood up for myself, and then we didn't fight. We said we're gonna fight after school. That day I told myself, I am sick and
love the accent.
But so after school, I would go at the gate of the school. Yeah, TLL, and then everyone was like in the circle, made a circle for us, and then we fought. And I hit the guy because of that anger or other grace. So
you took everything on him.
I hit him.
You put all the skeletons.
Yeah, and I broke his arm, and unfortunately it was not a great experience for me and for him. I actually
when is that time? The kids' time.
Yeah, I regret doing that because I got punished almost the whole week because there was this punishment never five not
Like,
for hours. And every teacher that comes from his or the period just hits you on the bum. Masasa, but unfortunately, the guy was not bedridden hurt. He got okay around 2 weeks. He was fine. But then that incident, I can say it helped for people to start respecting me.
yeah, look at yourself and never know. Look at
Respecting
yourself
me.
when you walk
And
there.
even now,
No, they know.
but I'm not fighting anymore.
But they know.
I'm not fighting because I hate violence.
Yeah, you,
But it helped for people to start saying no.
you think it does? Yeah, but you think it does. Sometimes I would say,
Hey,
the beast in you.
violence is not good, but sometimes you need to stand up for yourself and defend yourself.
True that.
You know, especially as a gay person, it's tough for us.
Yeah,
you know.
to that.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell me, it's high school. Then now we are at high school.
Yeah.
How did you start this? You know what? Now I want to be into the theater side.
Okay, at school, I didn't do a lot of theater. There was none. There was nothing happening in terms of arts and all those things. So, but then I was still participating in artistic stuff. One being the tech prep thing.
Oh,
Yamatimba.
I know.
And then
I actually privileged you.
yeah, so
okay.
the school was great then. Now
It was there.
Yeah, we had a choir.
Aye.
We had a beautiful choir. We had science project. Every after school we'd go to Matimba and then practice with Bomen Pepe, and then we had that choir to compute out the other power stations and the Purnet. So I was always artistic and loved everything arts. So then high school we had tech prep, which unfortunately is not there anymore.
This one.
So yeah,
we go to you becoming this artistic person.
okay. So
Yo. No, I want to know this. When did you start getting a boyfriend? Was it in high school or after high school?
yo, high school. I know
You know
high school.
Hey,
High school,
the boys.
I used to have crushes. I used to crush on this guy, then come to crush on this one. But by then, I think it was around 2003, 4, 5. You couldn't just go to a guy and say.
Anyway, that time it's odd. Even though there are those
odd.
they're just behind the closet. But
Yeah, it was not easy. How could you just go to a guy and say that time? You know, they start
Yeah, it's
there.
an
Like
odd
now,
thing. Yeah.
now I didn't know I could open. So you'd see what this guy is also
Too much.
interested.
Too much.
So I didn't date anyone. My whole school life,
Up until
from grade
grade 12.
1 until grade 12.
Damn.
I was.
Damn.
It was good. You know.
Yeah, good, yeah. Good,
Why?
Yeah, good, no. There's nothing good. There's nothing good.
I would have been distracted.
Listen to yourself.
Distracted from
You're not
school
distracted, I never
because
know.
you
You're making a lot. Now you're making a lot now. You're not even distracted. Look at yourself. Hey, no, don't even dare. Don't do that.
So yeah, I think that time.
Yeah.
It was just going to be after 9:30, you know,
Hey.
we do 1-1 and then that's it.
Yeah.
But
So
then-
yeah,
but
but you had high school. High school. No pay, nothing. No snack.
nothing until
No out of
nothing. I was
out of the blues.
I was a good
Mba.
kid. Hey, I was a good kid.
Oh.
Like one sharp actually go school. But then I wish I had somebody
You wish.
like those crushes. You know. But then back in the days. What?
Okay, no, so
No, I can't mention them.
yeah, you can, but you had. I had
3 of them.
I know them. They're
Yeah.
from guys.
I'm gonna tell you after the podcast.
Nah, don't do that. Look,
After the
I can't edit. Just don't tell me because there's a point I'm gonna just say it on the podcast. So don't.
And I think they.
You're gonna come back. You're gonna come back on the podcast. Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you're gonna come.
But I think the guys knew, they could see, wow, this guy is looking at us like.
So are they still those guys? Let me know. Do they do?
No, I
or
think
they're acting up.
No, now the guys have some are married, some are no longer in the palale. They're just. I saw one last time and then, Masasa, long time no see.
No,
I'm no longer there.
no chemistry.
I'm no longer there because he's chubby now.
And you don't do jammies.
I don't like chubby guys.
So after
but now they're useful because it's winter.
Yeah. So
No, but they're chubby ones now.
so after you're good now. It's after high school.
Yeah.
We get to now we're going to varsity. You grew up in an industrial world. Any dreams about you working somewhere in the industrial world?
I actually wanted to study economics because that's my favorite subject. Even now it's my favorite topic. When you're talking, I like when you're sitting down to talk economics and politics, what is happening right now in South Africa, because I'm that person who likes to change people's lives and also build the country, build where I used to love it. I fell in love with economics because I learned a lot about what can be done, where South Africa is in terms of the economy. It's a third world. Yeah, it's a third world. But I used to tell my principal that I believe that we can be the first world or even the second world country because of the resources that we have.
Yeah, we good with minerals, yeah?
Yeah, we have a lot of natural resources, mineral resources, and all those things, and we have a potential to be. But what is happening right now? It's like we're going backwards.
What do you think is happening right now? Like, can we jump into politics a bit? Mind in the middle, like now.
Yeah, I think now our leaders are consumed with too much corruption, and corruption to them has become a norm.
Thank you.
It's become that thing already. I must eat. Something it's
like, but okay, gaja, get as much as I can.
And it's the majority. Very few politicians want to change South Africa right now, and the majority wants to eat.
Are you talking about also local municipalities or only?
Even here, like the virus has spread countrywide. Even when you're talking to them and trying to say, I want to fix this, I feel as the youth we can do this and
and like us, we just started
they just look at you and think, you're not coming to something else. Get to return, Jan,
generational thing.
Yeah, things are going wrong. There's crime, there's gangsterism, there's unemployment. They don't care.
But people are busy chowing.
They want to chow more. That's why they have huge bellies. Like, but we
have people like you now.
That's why when they reach the age of 60s, because of they eating too much fat and they just eat. And I'm talking about cancer. Is it like cancer or sugar diabetes? Those deadly diseases, because they don't want to give the youth the chance to lead.
Yeah,
they don't want
to
lead.
How?
So, but then, that's where we are living. But then, unfortunately, when I finished my matric,
was it unfortunate? Was it fortunate? You did finish your matric.
Passed with flying colors.
Wow.
But
nice.
They called it exemption back then.
Flying colors, it was exemption.
Yeah, I think there was an S. I don't remember the other one.
Don't forget the rugby ball. I know you guys need to talk about H's and
there was S and exemption and distinction.
You don't talk about the.
No, I'm talking about the I can write it down. I cannot know what the diploma. The current ones. But then unfortunately, I couldn't get money to go to varsity. I wanted to go to varsity, not to go to college.
No bursaries.
I tried applying. Sometimes bophelo wa itse ke tshwere ke boloi or we
You believe in witchcraft?
and then I stayed for 2005 I finished my matric 6, 7, 8, 9 then I got an opportunity to study go Paul Rapids. But then
I was in grade 12 by then.
Yeah, in between those years,
yeah.
in between those years, I was doing short courses, Kamo Moholo Academy, I did computer literacy.
Nah, man, fuck, that shit didn't work for you. I want us to talk about shit that worked for you. Let's talk about you studying acting. That one, yeah. No, it didn't work for you.
Yeah,
You're not working at any big company now.
No.
You're working yourself now.
It was always my dream. I remember Clinical Standard 7, grade 9.
Why don't you tell me the journey now? Who did you meet?
I saw an advert, there was auditions for TV presenters and actors.
Yeah,
Spiwe Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
That time in Alabujan 8.
Yeah,
so I wanted to go out to school, get my school, then go to
the time of Twasa.
Yes, that time.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave school and actually go and audition. And by then I had no money. I actually come from a poor background. So my mom used to say, well, don't rush, don't rush any.
But she was right now. Don't you think now she was right?
Actually, she was.
Yeah,
she helped because imagine giving
if you rush,
I was still young, thinking, well, no, I'm gonna get there and then audition better, but clear, and then I start making money. And then maybe school.
And nothing happened by that time. Failure just comes.
Yeah, I included my principal and Barry.
Yeah, legendary. Big shout out to Mr. Ragibaba right there. Big shout out to him, man. Legend.
Yes, and then principal drama, performer, representing guy corner. Like, so Mama had a guess we get audition, you could do. So principal, okay, you can call your mom and the faster. Now I actually saw because there was a time when we did drama. I did some of the students in the school.
In school?
Yeah, and then.
How old were you there?
I think I was 17. No, not 17. 16. 16, 15, somewhere there.
That's junior, yeah.
Yeah, because I finished my matric at 18. So I think I was 15.
You were in grade 8. Yeah, still at 6.
Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah. Then we did a drama, then I ran. Then my mom came to the school and then I told the principal, I can't tell about nothing. Hey, you got and then the other thing, how can I chill a very little half the work or someone from Onaman transport work. Oh, Napama. How do you see?
When you were raised by a single mom?
Yes. Unfortunately, I also had my grandmother and grandfather.
I mean, like this.
Yes.
I was raised by a single mom.
So, Mama,
this fuckers always run.
Yes, they always run to where
this fuckers always vibe.
And when they see that you are starting to get successful or things are going, they want to be part of your life.
That's how it goes. Hey, this fuckers leave it. This fuckers they vibe.
Yeah, but I forgave him. I love actually my brothers, my brothers from my father's side.
Oh yeah, I met
my brother and my sister, and the young ones.
I didn't know, you know that.
Yeah,
no, it's Umpile.
It's Umpile.
No, I'm talking about your brother.
Yeah, it's Umpile and my sister Clesia.
Yeah,
right? I forgot the young one. Yeah,
because we met Go SJS this time, so you were coming on 27 so they was like, you know, this is my brother. I was like, what the fuck?
No, and they're doing very well.
Man, come on, just get the masters. Big shout out, man.
Big shout out.
Yeah, so I saw
it. He also just got, I don't know, but I saw
yeah, he graduated, but I don't know what's that, but he was wearing the gown.
Yeah, they're doing so well. Inspirational indeed.
But you fucking killed it without the time.
Yeah.
And you just got Evergreen going.
Yes.
Single-handedly
Yes.
taking it from the ground. No, when you started it.
Yeah, when
I want that one. I want that part. This is the part I want. When you started, you were talking about you and going to Joburg.
So, okay, my mom talked to my principal and the principal agreed. Actually, you are right. Well, he can't just go because
they said no here.
Yeah, you can't just go.
You don't go
finish, then I'll support you. Then I left the idea, then continued, but the bank is still there. Every time I see the newspaper advert, I was like,
and you can get the time they got who's that? What the lady,
Twasa.
Not Twasa, the one with the blonde hair.
Because I remember Twasa and Nesta.
Nesta.
Yes.
The one with the blonde hair. Vivian, man.
Yeah.
Vivian. Was it Vivian or V1? Vimesh.
Vimesh was the first one.
The first one, man, I love Vimesh. When I looked at the I was young, man.
Legend.
Vimesh was crazy.
Iconic.
And she was a rock star, that one.
And then Lico Generations and others, Soul Peace.
Pick your box.
Yes. So then I continued I finished my matric. Thank God to my mom for saying don't just go. Because Joburg, I would have suffered, maybe I would have gotten killed.
But you know what they say about Joburg. You know what they say about Joburg? You go and you never come back at some times.
Yes.
What's cooking at Joe's?
2008, I auditioned Paul Rapito. And he was like, yo, you are very talented.
You lie.
Because Paul Rapito is
the legendary.
Yes, may his soul rest in peace.
But
he left a good legacy because a lot of artists.
It's you,
Focus.
It's you and Iga. I know Iga.
Yes, a lot of presenters come from him. So, then he said you were very, very good, and this is the brochure of the fees that you have to pay to start attending. It's going to be 2-year course, and you have to start as soon as possible. And I was like, sir, all these under the big one. All these fees I cannot afford.
The zeros.
I'll rather go back home and budget somehow.
Maybe I'll come back
because I don't have money. And then I told him the story of where I come from, and he was like, "No, you're not going anywhere. If you go back home, fetch your bags and come back."
Man, big shout out to man.
Yes, and he said I cannot let this talent go out. Because the audition you had to act, dance and sing. So then I started with a monologue, and I sang as well, and I danced. I murdered.
You did a monologue?
About 2 of them.
Man.
Yeah. About 2 of them. Because when you are hungry, when you are hungry, you do your best.
Yeah, true.
And when you want something so bad, you do your best. So then I went back, and then I met a lot of incredible, talented people then. I met dancers, musicians, and also because I did acting and radio presenting as well.
Wow!
I found Iga there. My brother.
Because Iga, I was with him high school, junior high school he left. He went to the Polokwane side. So it was like, when he got back here, Iga is something else transformed. Like, what the fuck?
Because
this guy.
Because they teach you very well there.
It's good.
Because it's 20% theory and 80% practical.
We have
so that is why
in the interview, I think he's gonna mention. When are we doing him? Iga, Saturday.
Saturday.
So the practical part helps you to grow, because when you go to FUBA, the School of Arts, there's a lot of theory. The book is like this. You do a lot of theory, and you have to get everything into your head.
Wait, you guys read books for acting school? Like, do you read books? These guys they don't just come talented, natural like that.
Yes, you have to know the technique, the acting technique, the body position, how you should position yourself. You have to know the you have to know the definition of an actor. The definition of every single thing in terms of what you are doing. So you have to know what is an actor, what is drama, what is all those things, and you have to know the technique. You have to know the history of acting. Theater, where theater started. like Cabo Shakespeare, and the Greeks used to do a lot of shows back then.
Yeah.
So you have to know all this information. So that's why we say acting is a career, music is a career. People think it's a hobby. And
no, that's what
I hate
that's what I think. Like no, when coming to acting, it's not a hobby, but I take art as a craft, right?
Yeah,
Art is a craft. It's got its own craft.
You can make money, you can build.
But all you have to do is just take good care of it. That's why I always tell people like there's a lot of like I'm a DJ, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of DJs coming up just for the fame and all that.
Yeah.
You get my point. I always ask myself, but do people look at the craft? Like Touch of Soul, Tabolanga.
Yeah.
He wrote a status like everybody's into the DJing thing.
Yeah.
Is it because Amapiano is easy to put in or what? But
Like,
people are not even taking themselves serious. First things first, DJs don't take themselves serious. They don't take the crowd serious. The mixing, how you should read the crowd. Everybody just plays a song that's out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's where
You must say it to say it. We only say it. It's 18 years. You can say whatever on this podcast.
Like, okay, and then they would say, this is the theme, this is deep house, and all that. And
How did we transform from Friday night deep house to hey?
Like, okay, you tell about this person.
Yeah.
I did it from Kapashe.
I tell people that.
Yeah, and for me it's an insult as an artist. When art is deep. For me it's even a calling. I think something
like he said when he got here, I just get frustrated when I'm on the stage. I don't even feel anything, but
so like okay, some people do it as a hobby and then they end up doing rubbish. That's why some DJs get more booked than others. That's why some are loved than others, because some they do it from the bottom of their hearts.
So you get back from Rampage, alright? You get from Polokwane, you have met all these people, fantastic people, where the energy is so on another level. Yeah? Then you come home, you buy Marapo, you finished everything. Who did you meet first when you were like, now let's get to art?
Okay.
Like acting, drama and all that.
You know, sometimes when you dream about something, you actually think maybe it will not happen.
Yeah.
I remember my last day school, go Porrabejo, we were doing Wonderland. It's a musical theatre. That was the story of Limpopo. So we went to the state theatre we did about 6 or something shows, I don't remember, at the state theatre. And I used to tell Matone, the son of Hore, I want to do this thing called a Palani, because there's so much talent.
Man,
The same thing. I need your support. So he said it's a great idea, and then we'll see how we work around it.
Yeah.
But okay, if you want to start it, go ahead. The sky's the limit. So after we finished the last show was the theater. Then I came back, enrolled for the Paralympic College, and then I did. The sky's the limit. He said that you can start whatever you want to start. Go to Paralympic.
Fuck, you did push it.
Yes, and I was
sure. No, that's not gonna show. It just happened now. I'm not gonna show. You fucking did it. You jumped
yes. and then so I was well equipped because of the experience, the skills that I acquired to go running. So, and because we used to do a lot of shows in schools and all that. And
you used to travel
a lot. Limpopo, I traveled a lot in Limpopo, and then a little bit of Pretoria with the Wonderland musical theatre. So then I thought this thing I can do in Nepal. So then I came back.
That's mad. I don't know what that is.
Yes, The guys I met go
Yeah, like, no, yeah.
or in the
Like the people were already there in the film industry.
Yeah, I checked who am I going to work with? And then I thought of K Young, Master Che. He's doing very well.
I used to dance hip hop. You can
Yeah, and another was Uka.
Ah, man, my razor.
Yeah, another boy, the late Rakove. They used to do Swana and stuff. And then K Young used to do a lot of hip hop.
He just took me back.
Yeah, they used to do a lot of Setswana and Bantsona dances. So I thought if I can incorporate...
Was the King of Quiet or that one?
Yeah, and I thought these are the guys that I'm going to work with. And then fortunately Misha was around. Yeah, Misha was around, and then okay, I invited the guys, and then they were very excited about the idea. And then we started as soon as possible. We started, we had the meeting, and the following day we started. And then I wrote the script, The Chess Girls.
Wait, you were the writer?
Yes, because I did script writing go Indigo Theatre.
Ah, Masasa. So you just had to say Chess Girls. Ah, Masasa.
Yes, because that time, in a way, Mudupi more busy.
When was that?
At the construction
2020, when was 2019?
2013. When we started.
Yeah.
No, it was
No, I don't want to talk about that. I wanted to start it where you guys there was a point you were doing the Sarafina dances with
Yes.
Saba to...
Yeah, because we wanted to not only focus on theater, but also do a lot of stuff, because there were poets, there were dancers and all that. So I wanted to bring everyone together in terms of building the evergreen concept. But we started as Fedilicious.
So, Fedilicious
Entertainment.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's Bafedile and Delicious.
Who's Delicious?
And Delicious.
Who's Delicious?
So, but then the delicious thing.
The Delicious.
Yeah, so
the guys were just
everything. Yeah, so we said everything that we bring on stage is gonna be delicious. So then we did a lot of dancing. We incorporated dancing into the theater show. Yeah, the Cheese Girls, and then we met with Touch of Soul and said, Touch and this idea. At first, my teacher never say the idea. Okay. And then
so it's like distracting the kids
because I was
look at acting and arts as something you can live with.
Yes, because they didn't know what's gonna happen. They thought it's a drama.
Konjo, when was this? Was this when your mother was supporting you now when you came?
She already passed on. She passed on in 2008, just before I went to Polokwane. And after she passed on was my wake-up call for it. Now you need to push. You can't be around Marapo.
I'm sorry for bringing that up.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I made peace. So then, get to the
peace. She is a queen mother.
Yeah, so get to the
more and a half.
Get to the level Vuka Makandini, Bereka,
Scout,
Bereka, Yanu, Hausana, Mutulomuri, go to for airtime and all those
At that time it was you and your brother.
Yeah, I raised him actually. So then we got together, we did the Chess Girls, the script was good with us rehearsing Kamara RDP, and then everybody was there, and then they put their effort in terms of the script. Marina, Bokia, Bonisha, and the script was funny but also educational. So then we went to our first show was in Pekhalil.
You guys cut us off. You remember when you coming with the hip hop dance? You're like, no, we're too busy, man.
Really?
Hey, these guys, you guys cut us. I remember there was a time we had I don't know where you guys were from. You remember the time the table was being opened? You were the first people they went to come and open the place. And we're like, squeeze us in. Hey, we went like, we're too busy for this kids. Like, man.
Because our concept that time was to do educational things. So when you say hip hop, you're thinking, oh fuck.
Maniga.
Yeah.
You used to call us Maniga by that time.
Yeah, we're thinking, oh, this is gonna get the kids mad and stuff. But then, yeah.
Then we
right
did
now,
art, just like you guys.
So, but right now we're working with a lot of people. Hip hop, whatever, come to Evergreen, we're going out there. So then the first show go was well received by the teachers, by the learners, and they wanted more.
We're talking about 2013, 2014.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, and then we went to TLL, and then we kept on doing those shows. The local college we went, and it was tough. There was no funding, but we were pushing, and Touch was with us then to say, guys, I don't want any payment from you.
Flip, you lying?
Yeah.
Tabo?
Serious.
The what I know.
Serious.
I'm not touched.
You know, I'm
not
touched. Serious because
not touched.
I think he believed in what we are doing.
But it's a
and
big
he
car.
could see what we are pushing, and then because the kids would pay 5 rands.
Yeah.
Or
See
10
what
rands. The highest amount was.
Hey, but he's the youngest. He's the youngest guy to have his own sound in the palace.
Yeah. At that time, he already had a good sound system.
Big up to Touch. Big up to Touch of Soul.
Yeah, we worked with him at the schools, and then, and then from then we didn't look back. And then I started writing more shows, like Yo Rocco, which deals with the issues of substance abuse in the area. The Cheese Girls told the story of the ladies with the guys.
I remember that time, the hammer time.
They tell stories or what's happening in Marapo,
Yeah.
what's happening in Palale in terms of
So when
hustling. As a girl, how do you hustle, where do you go, and all those things, and what the guys, the vibe. Yeah, I wrote the whole thing from scratch, and then after seeing the show and how people received it, I saw, actually I could write, because I used to do a lot of performing. Then I could see, actually I can write. And writing was not something, I saw. And I could only perform
As an actor,
dance and all that.
dancer.
But I actually wrote the script and directed it, because I had the vision of what I wanted as a final product of the show. So we never looked back, and then
So switching and transitioning. For delicious.
Then we started to think of this. Felicia's is a private company, and then now we need an MPO for us to access funds.
Wait, Felicia still exists even today?
No, it's not.
So you killed your dream.
I because that time, the thing that we were talking about politicians and not getting the arts, like our industry.
Like we're doing, man.
Like the industry, the arts sector, even the parliament, they would prioritize other issues, like.
But not the youth issues, man.
Yeah, but not the arts sector.
But the money's always there. When they're talking,
there.
the budget is there.
The budget is there.
For
but
the
more
kids.
budget would go to sports, and the other portion would go to.
Yeah, what's happening with arts?
But with us,
And
they would say,
creation.
okay, the money returned because people didn't apply, all those stories.
And by that time they charge some money.
Sometimes they shift the budget from arts and culture to the other portfolio. Maybe they take it to tourism or something.
But did you think it's because of the ministers they allowing that to happen, because they're not going out there to check
I think
the kids who are busy
Yeah.
acting? Because as you said, you grew up on Marapong, and Marapong never had those kind of connections.
Yeah.
A person from the department would just come and get more ads, get to check out what's happening in Marapong. Acting, this, that. But the first thing they come here, they bring here, is they bring someone along. It's on sport, and they don't check what you are from Marapo. Mogol, you need to pay before you go to Mogol.
Thank you.
So before you get there, the guys are gone, and they're like, there are 100,000 that we had for Arts Yama Marapo. How about you just throw it, come on, guys, but now what claim because what is taking it team? Don't you think it's because of the ministers and the people who are behind signing this?
The problem with the arts sector is that they appoint people who don't have the artistic background.
Shit, it's like putting someone who sports already doesn't have never played
It's
any
not
sport.
like I come in health. People will be a doctor. Mama.
Professor Mama.
Poppy Rabatua is a doctor.
By honors and by masters.
She has all those.
I know.
She understands the department. She understands what she has to do with in terms of health.
Thank you.
Kapo arts and culture. Bano level kamo politics kamo. Let's take Vavik and we put her or him go follow nya arts and culture.
At that time,
How do you automatically? Hey, at least you're a ball, you understand. Go at sports and
so I know nothing. Just a politician.
His talent. Yeah, maybe we're not learning degree in nothing it has nothing to do with art. I know anything to do with art. So you don't have a clue what to do with the department. You don't have even when the artists come to you with programs and proposals, you don't understand how to implement or how to use the budget. There's a budget that comes out annually for the sector.
So you think that's what happened?
I remember 2020.
Nah, let's not talk about 2020. We're coming to 2020. Wait a minute. Whenever you want to jump my questions, let's not do that.
Yeah, okay, so
our Evergreen. We talk about Evergreen now.
Okay.
Evergreen is coming up, and Omolepalale.
Yes.
Everything starting before everything started popping. It's popping. You glowing.
Yeah. So
you glowing. So before everything started popping, the struggle, the art, the acting, you went to Pelelo made it possible for you. Then you got everything, donations, everything started coming up. I want to know the people you worked with, where you can say, well, I've learned not to trust in a person when coming to this kind of a situation.
You know, there were challenges with the people that I worked with, even at 2013, 2014. Some came, some left because there was no money. Some came because of the pressure, because now I want perfection. And then if you're gonna come to rehearsal late and come up with stupid excuses, I'm not going to laugh with you. I'm a very loving and friendly person. But when it comes to work, I take that I don't want hobby people in my production.
They know. Linda is always on my case. Let come at some point.
I don't want someone.
But they know when I say we're working now, we have to work.
Yeah, just
even AD. Sometimes I tell AD straight up, hey.
So just leave.
But let's do this.
Yeah, just go with your hobby driven mindset. So, but then with the crew, we pushed. I don't want to lie. So then we said, guys, let's sit down and have an NPO. So the Evergreen name came from next door, Evergreen. And then the story of Evergreen, the tree, the leaves, they always green. Winter, summer, autumn,
whenever there's fuck up, there's betrayals.
Yeah, and then
whenever there's someone who trying to use our talent for free.
The trees.
Whenever there's mountains, and we talk about mountains. And
yes.
Whenever there's raindrops.
Yes. and the shade. The shade of the
it's
tree.
Forever cool.
It's all forever cool. When it's summer, you sit on the shade of the tree. So I said, Evergreen Art Center, leaving an everlasting legacy. Because like that tree, we want to leave that legacy that doesn't end.
Now did you?
I'm
talking about did you? Let's talk about this one now. Did you live
so far so good. So far so good.
Now,
but I'm still alive.
You lost rapport where so rest in peace. You lost. How many guys did you lose?
Not a lot.
Evergreen?
Not a lot. Some I'm still working with, even now. Some I didn't lose. They have went to other.
Oh yeah.
Some are working. Some are doing
other greenery.
Some they just dead in the database. When I need someone, I call. Let's work on this.
So you big man.
Yeah.
You big man.
So it's that thing about we want to leave an everlasting legacy in terms of the sector itself, or we did some difference. It's not that big, but at least we did something in terms of the sector.
So let's go deep into I know this one is going to be kind of controversial, some shit at some point.
Yeah.
Let's go deep into the people who betrayed you in this action of becoming and building a legacy for yourself.
Okay.
Did you have some obstacles of people that you trusted in the game?
You know, definitely,
Things
I
happened.
did, and in some people, I trusted them too much, and then I didn't believe for they could betray me. Maybe they had their reasons for why, because sometimes as a leader, you think you are doing things right, and not everybody would be game to what you are.
Yeah, we don't have the same vision. Even now, I can think, or we have a vision on this podcast.
And then,
AG's like, fuck this boy.
And then when you
Really
start
shit.
something as a leader, you should know for it. You would meet different people along the way. And then but
Hey, and I asked a question. I asked a question. I was like,
No,
do you believe in witchcraft or are we black?
no, we are black. It exists. Now I believe it exists. Chef,
What?
But yeah, it does exist, Chef. It exists. But I don't want to go too deeper.
Nah.
I want to just show you what there were people even in the management would betray you, because there were points when funding would come. When problems started, when money starts getting in. Now
You think now that's because now
So
we are broke
when
like this? You think we too attached because we are broke?
let money come.
When money comes,
You will see, and before money comes, you would agree with guys. Okay, we will work as
Linda, you're gonna
still
live.
working, and then let's understand we need to use this money, this and that and that. And when the money comes in, that's when the problem starts. Yeah, now for Vic, you are a changed guy. You're no longer thinking of Linda, you're no longer thinking of Trigger. Or maybe Trigger changes and starts demanding.
Talking about
Understand?
trigger.
And he starts acting up. No, because then money starts creating those kind of problems. But as a leader, you need to understand and continuously remind people for it. This is not the first or the last money.
There's much coming.
And then, so sometimes you have to let certain people go.
Nah, it's not
Because
going.
they-
I think it's them deciding. What do you think about it?
Deciding, some decide to go, some decide to stay and still push this propaganda. I always have a heart to it all that. And then,
Fuck.
and then so they
It
forget.
does exist, man.
Yeah, so they forget horror.
Do you believe in Bluetooth
They
hatred?
forget, and they think horror.
No, do you believe in Bluetooth hatred?
What's that?
Someone told me that temple. Oh, my co-host is like, it's not yet. It's somewhere. But like, do you know what? There are people where they are Bluetoothing each other to hate someone.
Thank you. It happens. Yeah. I would always tell the guys, gossiping would kill you, because sometimes the person would say, Masasa is like bad, and then when our behavior somehow, and then what's up, and then it remains, it still continues to benefit. And the other thing that people used to forget, things will happen. They forget, this thing is an NPO. It needs to be sustainable. It's not just an NPO, but it's also a business in a way where it needs to keep
Itself.
going. It has a bank account.
Itself.
A bank account can be empty. People think on funding heads, and you need to give them all the money.
And when
Can't
you
say- you need to use the money.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the education
and
we
I
need
used
the
to-
NPO. You remember
Yeah.
you were talking about NPO. We need education like
Thank
that.
you.
But we don't. Are we going for NPO?
Yeah.
Nah, we not.
Ah.
I don't think so.
No,
we-
like
we-
right now.
Exactly. Like we, you know what we do now? We are scared of politics, and we are scared of engaging ourselves too much into politics.
Yeah.
We started this thing with nothing. I started this shit. This podcast. If I tell you the story, we started with nothing. Like
Yeah.
nothing. No one.
That's how we
no
started.
camera. No.
That's how we started.
It was my laptop, AD, and me. There was the two of us, right? No, we had a crew of 3 people who dropped out, who left. Who left? Remember, we had 3 people. It was me, AD, and other 3 people.
Let me tell you something.
They dropped out. You know, now it's me and AD now who are left from the idea, and AD is pushing the idea like it's his photo box.
Yeah.
You know him from photo box, right?
Keep him.
I should, man. Yeah.
He's handsome and he's committed.
You need one then.
Yes, dark chocolate. Okay, Sharp. Let's go back. Alright, stop laughing, stop laughing.
Dark chocolate.
He's handsome. He's a great person to be behind the camera, so that I don't get nervous. Okay, Sharp. So, right, let me tell you about. There's nothing wrong with the NPO. It's the same thing as the company. It's the same thing as the company. You are working as a collective.
Okay.
It's just the issue of making people understand your vision and what you want to achieve. And then one thing that I can tell you is we also need to understand that there are costs in terms of, let's say we have, like we used to with the Parallel Musica. That's the biggest project we ever had. Yeah, but we bring it back now, and we are planning on bringing it back. So people didn't understand already with the budget that we got, the funding that we got. We have to pay for accommodation for 30 or 20 something people. There's lunch, there's a lot of logistics to put the show together, and then now they want to scheme to also get more money from what will be paid.
So they're saying for example, the NPO just got 2 million.
Yes.
From that 2 million, 500,000 is for supplies, 1.5 is just left, and 500,000 just goes to resources. You're left with a meter. You give them each 15k, 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 and then like 10 of them. And it's like 150,000 out of the last remaining 1 meter.
Yeah.
So they didn't see that the remaining money must generate another 2M. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes, and then there are some in the management who were not, who were just after the money.
Or they were not the vision. They didn't see the vision. Or they lost the vision.
And then I sat down with my management for now. I'm not going to tolerate this because we need to pay the artists well. We need to make sure they are well fed.
You booked me at one of
yes, and then but in a safe and good place when we go and travel, and they must not be broke. And then we need to also comply because people think when that money is there, you need to just spend it, and that's it. They forget there's a report. Bafedile Masasa is the one who went off and signed at National Lottery. I'm the one who must make sure that
like we're putting you on the chair, then thank you for the chair, man. And
then they think we must just, when the money comes in, we must share the money. I was like, what the hell?
You don't share money with me.
I don't even come.
Tell them. No, tell them.
There was this lady there. The 2 guys, they're no longer working with the management system. And then they were like, okay, we need to share 80,000, and then the rest we just do one show and that's it. I was like, not in heaven. Not here.
They don't know where it's
okay, firstly, how are you going to account for that money? Illegal. Because right now you want us to share that money, and we're sharing a big chunk of money. How are we going to comply? Because
after the auditors come in,
not really. If they see who your report is fish, they will on your papers. They bring their own auditors, not your auditor.
How we don't need the way you guys are drinking. How we don't need auditors.
Auditor, they bring their independent auditors to come and yes, evergreen's paperwork. I don't know another one about something. And those people they could see, they could tell if there's something fishy.
Yeah.
And then
Smelling like.
and then your organization will be blacklisted. You're not gonna get funding, it will be deregistered. And then that everlasting evergreen legacy is gone.
Let's talk about you popping up now. Let's talk about this part. This is the part that I want now. You
Yes.
popping up evergreen.
Yeah.
Masasa, killing it. You came back.
You know, I always
Man, you Nisha. You mentioned your child friends, you Nisha, the evergreen crew.
there's a lot.
You guys started
Trigger.
blowing. Even Trigger, man.
Yes.
You guys started blowing.
Yeah.
It was like.
Yes, okay, yeah. And then Evergreen, I think give a level up from there.
Okay.
We made sure we started.
This was after you losing everyone, right?
No, I didn't lose everyone.
No, not everyone. I'm talking about those people who.
Yeah, some people they didn't believe in the vision and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then the rest that were remaining, we pushed to make sure the shows are ready for that. And then also give opportunities to more talented young people. Whether in Lepala.
So you created jobs.
Yeah, we did because the Musical, like I said, it was the biggest project that we
Yeah, but that one.
because we started with auditions. It's just that the turnout is sharp, but to us, I think I'm fully expecting.
Okay.
Go Seleka, we had good auditions, at least it really turned out. And then Shawania, and then
What happened to Marabu?
Get disappointed, but big like Hosata, but 12 hours about these people can
They're
do this
good.
show.
Nah, it's
And then we put it out there.
Just full of ourselves.
Yeah, no, we put it out there because something has to start and you think, what are we going to do there and stuff like
What's
that.
gonna happen?
Yeah, and then the show wanted people who can dance, act, sing, and then Babe Butulika music. So, but then the very few that came to auditions, we managed to pick up some Melmore. They can be part of the show.
And by that
And we tell the story of
And by that time you have your boyfriend now. That's high school. You lying.
and in fact,
Stop lying.
in fact,
There's no way.
More like
I think your person does supporting and.
Nene, I'm busy after day. No, but it's after.
There was that rest after 9.
No, the after 9 came in 2019, I think.
Oh fuck!
Not
What the fuck? When were you born? No, when were you born? Oh wait, you broke a record.
I killed Maybe don't start. Okay. Shampoo, Nene,
After 9,
yeah. What are you? This Mara, like, okay, when I'm working,
No.
I want
But did you have that
Evergreen,
that is what I wanted to know. Nothing else.
like, okay, Rachte, have a production, it's so busy, really has a production, understand, but that time sometimes it is of Kali because you have to make sure product
on point. So you're not good. On point.
I think about the local generation see go with the queen, but shooter more hours, like extended hours, waking on making sure that the show is. So Nahana fella, after no I say if you go the river, I don't quite jealous. You're like it's a shooting for now. Why one? So when you have they understand your vision as an artist, as a performer, because sometimes the schedule, you know, people to go how New York, you know. Africa is all over the world, and then you have to date someone who understands your vision.
Oh yeah, let's go back to this. Why did you have to write me the whole Bible?
No,
Now we here. I get it. The like you and evergreen into my pocket.
Yes.
They go with this ticket. So was there Baina?
No, there was. I can go on. I want to be.
But you like
This time there's no base. Like, give I level okay.
Snack.
It's
a sharp.
But then, obviously, it was a time whereby making a baby. Because sometimes you need that someone who's there by your side, saying baby. And then it was not working out anyway. You find a guy who look serious, he understands the vision how, and all that. So
you just having fun.
So
go back to work.
yeah,
go back to work.
Yeah, I want to focus on this. This is the product I'm working on.
But you made it.
Thank you so
Nah,
much.
pick up to you.
So I've now for now.
Pick up to you.
Thank you, my love. Now for now, I feel worried. I still have a lot to do.
How about you made it?
I still have.
You know,
My brain is like.
you know when did I see that you made it? When I started seeing you not being home and no, let's talk about this one first before you not being home. Yo, on Ropile, we didn't talk about the time when you were hustling for your little brother when you got back from everything you were doing. You remember you used to or shall we say 6 to 6 go away. No.
Cut.
We doing this now. No, we doing this.
Retire.
No, we have to talk about this. Now we have to talk about this.
Like, bro.
Why did you have to do that? No, I understand the hustle.
Okay.
I understand the hustle, but why like?
It's something that I would never do again.
But you had us by the balls, brother.
Yeah, I did. And
you had us by the balls.
A lot of handsome guys would be there.
And you talk about handsome guys, why not us? In fact, people
the music would be the street.
And you had one speaker. You know that you had one speaker.
I had a lot of speakers.
Your trigger.
One speaker. JBL.
One JBL.
JBL.
One speaker.
Yo, I will never
You
ever
gave us
go
the
back
light.
to that.
You know my
Because
husband like that, man.
You know why, man?
Yeah.
I didn't sleep.
But I love the way you did, man. You know, I remember you telling me, and I don't know, it was because of the alcohol, because of what.
Yeah.
You went to me like, I came to you with I wanted something like 4 years, and I had money for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, don't forget your Gariska mo Bafedile first time. No, but Gariska mo. And you know everything. And I felt better. I'm like, yo, give me 3 years.
That one. It's something.
And
that
I went to you
never
like,
do.
no, sir, he's gonna give me those.
It was not okay for me. I couldn't rest because it would start on Friday, Saturday.
But it looked like you enjoyed though. Whenever you were smiling with us, whenever we come into you, like,
You know, I love people. Or genuinely I get pretend. That's what
you
pretend.
guys need to tell me that shit.
Yeah, like, but now I love people more. Like, Prata, interact with batho, majita. That's like that. You choose that. Go my day, you go my core. You miss out a bit. I want to. I never told now.
So when finish this interview there, this is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you 2 names, or 2 places, or 2 whatevers. Then you'll have to choose or which one you're keeping. Okay. Yeah, it's off.
I will not have I remain neutral.
Now, if you want to remain neutral, we have a vodka here. You can hit a shot. Yeah. We have a vodka ready now. We have a vodka, a sip of vodka. So,
alright, let's go. Let's go.
If you're gonna remain on the middle, then you're gonna take one off. You're gonna hit the shot. So, the first question is.
Hey,
You just wanna
Okay, let's go.
The first one is easy. I just want to test the sentence. Evergreen or Fedilicious? Growing the two. Evergreen or Fedilicious? And then, after Evergreen struggles and whatever Fedilicious, which one are you letting go? Which one are you keeping?
I'm keeping Evergreen. It's something that is close to my heart, and I feel it still has a lot to do. Some of the things I don't want to reveal here and say, this is what is going to happen.
Man, I just wanted to choose one.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
But I believe in it.
Okay.
And I feel like people should also believe in the organization and come. I ritually to come and work. And then fortunately enough, now we have a whole more that was donated by Exile to us to say, go there.
If you got it.
La Casa is there.
After the 100,000 you got it.
Guys,
No,
always there.
After the 100,000 you got the building.
Which 100,000?
Ah, okay. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it
No,
at
100,000.
that. No, let's leave it at that. Now, at this moment, would you be gay or would you be straight? Looking at the. You don't want to. Have you ever?
100%.
Have you ever?
Ever. Gay, by through.
Oh fuck.
By through every day. Gay.
Okay. If you were booked in these two establishments, which one would you take even though the payment is the same? SJS, someone to join Chisanyama, Kwatebsa. Now we're talking about you getting everything, whatever you want, riders, space, stage. Yeah.
I don't know about that one, but
You need a shot. You need a shot.
no, I don't need a shot. Like, okay, let me see. Kwatebza.
Oh, you go for Kwatebsa. What
You
the
know-
fuck now? Why Kwatebsa again?
I've done a lot of performances go for SJS, and I feel like Kwatebza is more welcoming in terms of the artists.
And you performed at Kwatebsa first, like before it was
We used to do
established?
2016 Kwatebza and stuff.
Is it
And
because
then-
you never got a platform for SJS to push it, or is it because you just think, or because of the experience that you got?
I think the issue,
Yeah.
in terms of Go Kwatebza, the reception is more welcoming.
Okay.
In terms of himself booking an artist to say, Masasa, I want you to come and showcase and stuff like that. And then also Go SJS. I remember the last time we had the live band. The turnout there is beautiful because the audience is there, the people are cheering and stuff like that. So I think one thing that we need to fix in terms of an artist being booked for a certain place is to make sure you understand this is the live band, this is how the sound should be like, and all those things. So at SJS, I've performed TT before.
Oh,
You remember TT?
Oh man, it used to be the most
Like-
powerful vocalist
like, no matter what-
at that time.
Yeah, no matter what.
And she used
like,
to rule. Where's she?
like SJS always has been like turn up in
Titi
the
used to
people.
be my crowd.
And then we started with TT.
No,
but then
seriously, man.
but then we
no,
started
Titi
Yeah.
used to be my crush. What things?
with
And she
Sabato
would sing.
we started working and then we had Bolais.
He never mentioned this.
Cause there's a lot like with Masasa, with Bafedile.
Are you coming back to this podcast or what?
I'm here. I wanna win. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, like we had a lot of Eligious, we are Yoko. We were there. They went down and the revolution. The art movement started there in Leopold. So, but then, right now, I think, honestly, for now, I felt more because of more welcome and more.
Nah, hey, I didn't need the explanation. I'm just giving you some. Which one too? Which one is going now? Sawatu is going. You keeping Tebza?
No, I'm not keeping anyone. Anyway,
yo, give me a shot of.
Give me a shot. I'm not keeping anyone, because you know, as an artist, you are booked everywhere. You can be booked everywhere as long as you agree on the terms.
So you don't choose.
As long as the person who books you understands everything that you want and how, and you agree on the terms of payment. That's it. I don't choose for Ebza or Kamash or SJS.
Yeah.
Yes. Give me a shot.
Let me have a shot.
That's why I think in town. If Colorado calls me,
yes,
I agree about it. But I'm giving you a shot.
Nah, you don't have to do that. Nah, I wanted you to tell me which one are you gonna leave, which one are you taking.
I don't yes or no.
Hit. Yeah, nice one. Hey, I just choose.
About ANC.
Did you really have to go there? Why don't you have
No, politics are.
Let's not go deep there. They'll cancel us.
Yeah, but then these are also the politics of arts and entertainment industry. I feel like you and I have a great conversation today. Had a very good conversation. Very and then your podcast is very beautiful. And then I enjoyed myself.
I really appreciate it.
I wish you could do it the whole night and just talk.
You coming back?
Masasa only a lot of stories to tell.
You coming
but
back?
Then you made me open up and
you coming
honest.
back? You coming back? I'll be having you again. After you get the again you have the 100,000. Yes. After you get the meters.
I want the meters.
You also have the 100,000.
And the meters.
So you have the 100,000.
If I had the 100,000, it was gonna. No, Dr. Nele, babes.
Okay, this is the last question. So, this is our last question. We have music. So you're taking my podcast over.
Yes.
So this is the last question. When coming to you being an ordinary person of just working in the mines, having your bank that you are a manager, a CEO and a senior, whereby you are an accountant, right? We're talking about you being an example, handling the financials, handling everything, getting your guap as they pay, this guys get paid. I guess I did recently. So shit, which work did you take? Now I gave you the work you went to school for, you love economics, you love making all the budgets for everyone. You there by Sportnet. You know Sportnet now they're trying to destroy it. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So you're the major one of the finances. And now there's Evergreen here. There's you acting, hustling. Your mom saying no to you for going to the media school. You see one of those negativity somewhere whereby you're not going to get anything done. There's those ups and downs. Which one would you take for your family's sake, for your life and for your investment sake?
Evergreen and Sportnet, maybe finance department. Okay, yeah. That one I would have to think hard about it. Because sometimes...
I have to choose now. There's nothing to tell me about. The long story right now.
Okay, Evergreen.
You lie. Around that money, my mom was 100 and something thousand a month.
I've refused jobs before because I didn't start this for money per se. Money when the money is there, make sure that we share it with the cast or the beneficiaries that we have. It's not about the money, it's about the products. It's about what we bring to the table. I love
It's all about that vision.
the vision. And even today I was with Relo and Rishi.
What?
We're
lying.
working on something.
Manare.
And excited.
Man, I have to have
So-
Manare on the Manare on the podcast.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I wish she was here. I wish Relo was here.
Manare.
So-
Yeah.
We are doing dancing now.
And he's
because-
gay too, right? I heard that rumor. It's alleged.
No, I don't
No,
know.
allegedly it said so.
Yeah,
I don't-
okay.
No, allegedly it said so. You don't have to kill me. I'm just saying it like it is. They told me. That.
No, okay.
Allegedly it's gay or something.
Sometimes we have to wait for someone to come out.
Thank
and
you.
say.
But allegedly,
But
I'm
you know,
not
people
putting it out
talk.
there.
People do talk. But for me,
You are the friend. Let's hear from
not the friend, but I'm somebody anymore. I'm learning something
you.
from.
See, gay.
Okay. No, the gay issue. He told me that he's not.
Okay.
And
Nah, he's
I had
not.
to respect that.
Nah, he's not. He's the
He's
friend.
not,
man.
and then
He's not.
The girlfriends and stuff.
What the fuck?
And
I wonder how.
so, but then I think if he is, we have to respect him to be out about it. Because
I'm not going out. Did you get my point?
No,
What
but-
I had. It's alleged. That's what
Yeah,
I said.
yeah. Linda,
He's my friend, you know that.
I've heard the story before. You know that.
Exactly my point.
I've heard
So why
it
do you have to be
before. And some
crucified?
come to me. No, we're not crucifying you. We just say, "Hore, we need to give him a space
I asked
to
the
come
question.
out."
Did
or-
I say he's gay or did I
you said
ask?
allegedly.
Exactly. I asked you a question first. Is he gay?
No, he isn't.
And you said no. I said allegedly. It's being said.
Yeah, because I think sometimes when a person is gay and he doesn't want to come out now, we need to respect him.
This is the last one that I want you to talk about before. These guys are telling me we left with something like 2 minutes or
2
3
minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one that I want you to tell me about. To the ones by the way they're so scared of coming out. You came out as an alien. You actually you never came out. You were out in jail.
I think he can come out.
You were
Out and about.
As that come out. You never came out.
Go to my closet. It's about closet. It's not a promise. They were going to come out right out. What the fuck? I see you thinking I'm like,
You never came.
Out of oxygen.
But there's no way you never came.
So, okay. Like, see my video on the So, yeah.
You never
Go
came
with
out.
your question. I was always out and about.
That's what I love about you. From grade 2,
Yeah.
you were still showing.
Yeah.
So to those Belahorega, they are scared and they're still young and they feel like the community and the society is not gonna respect them or accept them, or Dr. Nell, as you said, is not gonna take me the way he sees me. He's not gonna look at Vavik as Vavik is. Not that I'm gay.
Yeah, I do get
I'm straight.
Okay.
You know that.
Yes,
And you
and you've been my friend
for things.
for life.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I think. Okay, no.
So yeah,
I
yeah.
think-
Wow,
I think-
like, no, I was just taking you out from that thing. Like, yeah. So, how would you talk to them on revealing themselves, or how do you think, and also not all actually, and how do you think the community should act towards them, and how the community can help to show them that they are so accepted?
Yeah.
No man, come out. We are accepting you the way you are.
Yeah.
It's not we judging, we're not judging, we don't know yet. But when you get to the point, you know, when you talked about it, people get used to you. This is Masasa.
Yeah. So
Why are you beginning to
the issue
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not for me, but how
the way you see the community.
Yeah, like how they tend to judge and also say things and judge a person, because sometimes I can say I understand why a guy would be scared to come out, because he's not thinking about coming out per se, but also thinking about how the family, how's
The family,
my friend,
the family, yeah.
you understand? So sometimes it's not easy for a person to just come out, and I think we have to give them the space to be ready to come out. Never to worry about like a guy you meet and say, well, okay, Masasa, I like you, or that, but I want us to keep it private.
But how does it affect you when now, because you have experience of all the years?
Yeah, sometimes it's not okay, but you get to a point where you say, okay, I'll have to try and understand where is he coming from. Let me get to know the person, and then what does he want to happen, and all those things. And then you start finding common ground. But Mutaz is serious, move on.
So would you tell this upcoming kids how to behave? How would you direct them to the?
Okay, I think it's a way of knowing what you want as a young person, what you want to achieve in life. First, find that goal that you want to achieve and focus.
So they must not care about the society, or should they come out? You've been out ever since. You never.
You know, when you come out, you have to decide what anything that comes your way, you have to face. Or if Favik is gonna tell me this and that because I came out, I'll have to have an answer for him. And not regret the decision that I took to come out. Because that means you are being yourself. There's nothing evil. There is nothing more. Motakari, you can accuse a gay person of. We are actually beautiful, loving people.
And you guys have the energy. Yo!
Like we have, and we genuinely
have energy.
Like we genuinely love people.
But you cruel at some point in the answer, hey? Why are you so straight to us?
Hey, and
like you direct
as a guy, your sexuality explore.
So do you think there's still married guys when they are gay but they can't show?
There is a lot. There is.
Have you dated one?
Not really.
Not dating, have you ever had some
one night stand, yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Not dating. Because the married ones want to make sure what they hide it. Or I've never ever done anything. Vavi or Masasa. Kanti, he did that day, but he's trying to hide it so much from the wife. So imagine when the wife finds out. We have to think about the wife. When as a husband, what is it that you are doing to make sure you be yourself or you respect your wife?
It's all about the husband.
No.
I love what you said about them trying to be themselves.
Yeah.
They're growing up and going all out and not caring about anyone. But how do they act when it's coming to, there's a lot of depression coming to that. Trying to go out, when you go out, people judge you and all that. How do they become, how do you think they should, you telling me, how do you think they should act towards the depression that tells them to commit suicide? As we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now and bringing up such a sensitive issue.
I'm that kind of guy, so that we can come to another
so painful.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, and then as a human being, you reach that stage in life. Sometimes when things are not okay, I feel like just killing myself. I'm tired. It feels like
I've been there.
When I'm dead, I'm not gonna feel or hear or do anything.
I've been there.
I'm God. He could eat. Yeah. In a sense.
So I'm talking about when they become. Imagine you like 21 years old. And you feel like the society doesn't accept you, nobody loves you.
What is fortunate enough for us as South Africans is that the constitution and our democracy and the government and all those things that the constitution protects us as
It gives me
LGBTIQ.
LGBTIQ. It fucks me every time.
A plus, yeah.
LGBTQ. Oh no, you said what? I wanna write this down.
LGBTIQ.
A plus. IQ. Yeah. LGBTIQ. I have it now.
Yeah. Don't forget it.
How damn.
So yeah,
you are with me, Nick?
Plus.
With the plus is
yes. So as I was saying, fortunately we live in South Africa whereby
so the direction that you will direct them,
and that it's up to a person who already need to come out, but he shouldn't spend the rest of his life trying to impress people. If they truly love you, they will accept you for you.
Do you guys have an organization whereby you can take them in and put them in a house, belonging there's a house if family rejects them?
No, currently, honestly, we don't.
But
definitely the support if we have such people, and then we team up with social development and SAPS and all those organizations or portfolios. Then we work with them to make sure we're high, because that's our responsibility. It's just that we are focused on arts development, the arts sector. But if there's something somewhere we can help, we do make sure we team up with those.
I have a lot of questions for you, but I think we should just wrap it
So
up.
yeah, LGBTIQ, we are here, respect us, we love
And you know we love you.
we
guys.
will respect
You know I love you guys, right?
I
You
know,
I love you guys. I do.
We used to have crazy conversations.
Fuck, insane words. If you mention them now here, I think everybody's gonna be like, somebody's gonna come back from Porogwan. You know, fuck this guys, I'm going to the podcast. But much love, with all respect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, man.
Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, this is the Juicy Combos podcast. Peace out. We in this.
I'm losing my mind, low. This stress is fucking me up, low. I'm losing my mind, low.